Dell P2715Q is my second monitor from Dell, and I can understand why Dell is still on top of monitor manufacturers for years. Although the monitor was released 2 years ago, it is still very difficult to find a better one on the market at the moment. The Dell P2715Q has an outdated design, as we can see thick bezels around the screen with physical buttons on the lower right corners. Besides, it is also thick and heavy. Similar to other Dell monitors, the P2715Q still uses plastic for most parts of the exterior, so it looks a little dull and you wouldn't think this is a high-end product. Having said that, the monitor has a very good build, and I love that Dell keeps its awesome stand. The stand can not only keep the screen sturdy, but it is also quite flexible. I can swivel the display to the left or right on the base, tilt it up or down, change the height, or even rotate it 90 degrees to change to portrait orientation. It's quite easy to assemble the monitor and make it work. Inside the box, you can find everything you need. Nothing more, nothing less. There are the monitor, a stand, a cable cover, a power cable, a USB 3.0 upstream cable, and an MDP to DP cable. All connection ports are locked in the back. Here you can find the AC power port, HDMI, MHL port, DP connector, in, MDP connector, in, DP connector, out, audio line out port, USB upstream port, and 4 USB downstream ports. I connect my MacBook Pro 15 to the Dell monitor via the DisplayPort, and I'm totally impressed with the picture quality. I'm so glad that the graphics card on my MacBook can fully take advantage of the Ultra HD 4K monitor, as it supports single-stream transports via the DisplayPort connection. It is capable of driving the 4K resolution at 60 Hz. However, you might need to scale the display instead of running it at the native resolution. Otherwise, the text would become too small to be usable. The 27-inch screen seems to be not big enough for a 4K monitor, even though I sit pretty close to the screen. I often use a scaled resolution of 1920 by 1080 pixels or 2560 by 1440 pixels. And the good news is that the image quality is not degraded, at least not to an extent that I can recognize. I run both the Dell P2715Q and U2515H on the same QHD resolution to compare the two displays. They didn't look the same. Everything looks incredibly sharp and crisp, as we can expect from a screen with higher pixel density. The P2715Q produces an excellent image quality and is even factory calibrated, so it delivers accurate colors out of the box. I'm impressed the most with the color reproduction, as it is so close to real life. Some earlier tests show that it can cover 100% of the sRGB spectrum and 79% of the Adobe RGB spectrum. The contrast ratio is impressive, as it could reach 690:1 at maximum brightness. Besides, I appreciate that Dell uses a matte display with anti-glare coating. It helps me see the content clearly in a bright room, and the viewing angle is pretty wide as well. I've checked out many 4K monitors in the market, and the Dell P2715Q is still unbeatable at the moment. We at TechWalls highly recommend the monitor.